Hey guys, this is Wang from A-StarCut again. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cool card box with A-StarCut, and we're going to do it in Marvel's way. So, shall we? Okay, so I'm not good at imagination, so I will just go into Google Picture, find a template. Okay, this one is not bad, but I will do a little bit of change. So let's go back to CorelDraw, and I'm using Mac. So before we do any operation, we need let's get out some function here. So in Windows, in Inspector, you need to bring out the objects and transform. If you're using Windows system, it will be also in Windows, and you will find a tab named Docker. In Docker, you can find the transformation position and the object. So let's say you have bring the object and the transformation out. So let's do it. And so first of all, I will just use the square wheel tool. I will draw a square rectangle. Let's make it 20 and 70, just an estimate. And then I will copy because never mind. Let's use the position and to the right. Make the distance to 20 because we want the same size. And copy 4. So totally we get 5. Apply. So now we get 5 square, and then let's go to the select tool, which let's select this one, copy one, Control C or Command C, then Control to copy, and then press Control V. In the object tab, you can see I have already copied one, and let's move it a little bit. Let's change its size first. So I want to make it. Let's make it 30. I think 30 will do. So after we get it, you can move it up, but maybe direction. In order to fix the direction, you can hold the shift. After you hold shift, it will remain the same horizontal line. So let's make them a little bit overlap. So what do next? And I will also draw another one. The width doesn't matter, but the height I will change it to 20 just for reference because since the edge is 20, after we fold them, if this one is larger than 20, it will have problem. So let's do it. And after done all this, what you need to do is you can use selection button. I mean, you can use the mouse to click this one, but actually you can also use space key in your keyboard to change between the last tool and the current tool. See, if you press space, it will change. So let's select all of them. This one doesn't matter too much. And in the inspection window, you can also see, and then right click, change, convert to curve. Okay. And after that, you can see they have become curve. For that, we need to use this one. I think it's a node editing tool. And let's select this one. So as you can see, after I select this tool, if I move it to the line, it will become a S. S means you can move it horizontally. I mean, not horizontally. S means you can move the line left and right. And if you click this one, this is the connect dots. As you can see, you can change the position. And if you hold shift, it will allow you to move easier. So it won't be go up and down. If you hold shift, I think every time it will change like 15 degrees. So okay, let's go back. Control Z or Command Z if you're using Mac. And another thing is I will press space to change it back to selection. I will move this one to the left side, so I will see if the position is okay. Okay, I think the length maybe we need it to make it a little bit higher. And then I press space again to change it to the editor tool, not the edit tool. I will double click here. Double click on this line. So after I double click, you can see I have already added one dot. And same here, I will also add one. And then I can select this one, hold shift and move it to a little bit left. So I can change the, oops. The reason it's moving together is because I have selected both of them. So I just select this one, hold shift, and then I can change it. Okay, so now press space to change to select tool. This one is useless. I will delete it. And let's make a copy. Command C, Control C, and Command V. So copy it. Hold Shift. When you're moving it, hold Shift. You can move it to this side. And since this is also curved, let's press space to change it to editing tool. Drag this line to a little bit left, and I think I will delete, because I have shown you how to add the mark, right? If you just, add the node, if you just double click, you can also delete it, because I think we don't need it right here. Okay, when you drag it off, you can also hold Shift, so it will remain the shape kind of. I think let's make it somewhere here. Will be okay. Okay, and then press space to change it back to move tool. Hold Shift to move it. Select, hold Shift to move it a little bit inside. Okay, and what's next? So select it, copy, Control C or Command C, Control V or Command V to paste. Here you can see already paste. And what I will do, I will use this mirror thing. I will do a left mirror. So, and then select this mirrored one, drag it and hold Shift, drag and hold Shift. I think we'll make it somewhere here. Yeah, that's it. And then, because we also need to make 3 downside, right? So actually we just need to select these 3. If you have difficulty to select these 3, you can also select at the object inspection window, and Control C, Control V, copy and paste, and then mirror them again, but this time upside down, and then click to move it. Hold Shift to remain the line. I think around here. So basically that's done. And we also need to deal with this part. So press space to change it back to not editor. Make it smaller. Hold Shift, make it shorter, and this line, make it a little bit inside. Hold Shift. Okay, do the same for the down menu. Down dots. So basically that's it. And now, because we have these lines inside, right? But we don't want them. So what you need to do is Control A or Command A, select all of them. And here we have a function named combine objects. So just click this one, and you will have the outline, perfect outline. And for A-StarCut, we will need to use red color for the outline, so it will do full cut. And with joins, so let's just, this one is the red. So let's just right click. If you're using Windows, you just need to right click to fill the outline. Since I'm using Mac, I need to right click and select outline color. So almost done, except we need to add some creasing line. So for the creasing line here, we have Bezier tool. Inside the Bezier tool, choose the two-point line. And now I will start to draw a few lines here. So while drawing the line, I will hold Shift. So every time you change it, just I think it's 15 degrees, but in this case, I will just make it horizontal. Try not to connect them, because just in case the machine will mistakenly think, okay, the blank line is needed to be connected here. So actually now I'm selecting the Bezier tool, right? Actually, I don't need to press space to go back to this tool to drag it, because here you can see now I can edit. I can move the place, but actually if I press space and if I move the mouse right here, it will become a cross. I can also, oops, come on, if it's located here, I can also move it. I don't have to press V to go back to move tool. So let's check too. So I will just copy, paste, and drag it down. At the same time, because it might go left and right, you just need to hold, when dragging, hold Shift. It will go the vertical line, you know what I'm talking about. So another thing is, so this line is done. Let's just copy, and I think it's better to draw a new one. Let's just hold Shift, draw one line here, and Command C, Control V. I mean, never mind. You know what I'm talking about. I'm using Mac. So let's drag it. Oops. Let's select it, put it in middle, and drag it somewhere around here. Okay, so basically the creating line is added, and now we need to drag a line and hold shift. Actually, you can just drag whatever line and put it, because I think that the length we set is 30 right here. Let's make it 67, so it will not to be a little bit shorter, and I will drag it inside to make it overlap, and it will tell you, okay, now this is a midpoint, this edge. Put it somewhere around the midpoint, and then do still remember we have position tool right here, because relative position x we set 20, because since the square we also set it 20, right? Click apply. So now you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines for creating, and please remember we needed to press space. We need to delete this curve, because this is overlap, right? We don't want it to cut twice. So let's delete it. So basically that's it, and so everything is cool. And what we need to do now is press Control E or Command E. I'm using Mac, or you can also in Fire. We have export. We need to export it to PLT file for the A-StarCut to cut. So let's name it January 13. And after you click export.
And okay, as you already know, after the PID part, we need to start the A-StarCut station. And here in width, page height, set the same size in CorelDraw, and the case cut controls distance of the joint. So let me just drag it in, so you can see the preview. Everything is cool. So let's just save it to USB disk or send it to machine to cut. Okay, so after all set, let's just go start. And you might be wondering, okay, why you are cutting blank, or why I have shown you this one before, but I'm cutting blank, right? Because I wanted to see if the file is made correctly, if I need to adjust any size, adjust size of that. If the cutting is okay, then we will go back to Photoshop and edit it. So after finished one page, it will load the next video automatically. This is a fun part of the machine. So I will just start. So here you can see the cutting is kind of, see that when we use magenta line, it will have these dots, so not bad. And let's see, okay, this line is not perfect, but I will explain you later. So let's see. Okay, not bad. The size. Okay, let me finish the quick. Okay, the size, it's kind of okay, but maybe we can make it a little bit longer, so we can go back to CorelDraw and edit it again. Not bad. In general, not bad. We just need to make it longer, and that's it. So let me explain about this part. So let me take another example, another bad example. Just move it. So here you can see, okay, why these cutting lines they are acting like this? That is quite simple, because as we mentioned before, when we adjust the blade, you need to make it not too long, because if the blade is too long, when it's penetrates the media and when it's doing the curve to the corner, you can see it has shape. If you're too long, it will drag the media. So what you need to do is make a blade a little bit back, because I was lucky when we first do the cutting test. I was lucky, just made it okay. But if you didn't, or if you cut, when you're cutting, you have this kind of problem, what you need to do is make the blade a little bit back, and if necessary, you can do the press force. And before we made it like 280, right? We can make it again, make it 280, and make the blade a little back. Yeah, let me just show you. We just put it back. So I will just make it very long, and let's just cut the force test. So as you can see, the same force, but when the blade is changed corner, you can see it's already dragged the medium. So here's what the magic happened. Let's adjust based on my experience. Let me check the blade tip.
Kind of okay. I mean, let's do a same test. Oops. Terrible. Which means my experience not so good. So make it a little bit back.
The blade tip is kind of going off,
and here we go. So as you can see, the corner is much better. So what you need to focus is make the force relatively like 200 or 300, doesn't matter too much. But at this force, the machine needed to cut, be able to cut through. And after that, when it can be cut through, the point is we want to make the blade tip short enough, but at the same time, at the 200 or 300 force, it can be cut through. So after that, after we achieve that, you can press force again, and we don't need to press minus. Make it somewhere like 30, 37, and make another force cut here. So as you can see now, at 70 it's not full cut. That is okay, because when we use black color for creating, it is not supposed to cut through. And when we use red color, it should be able to do full cut, because when you use red color, the machine will automatically, when the machine reads the red color, it will automatically change it to like 200, 300. Now this image is almost done. We just need to make it a bit larger. So let's select all of them, Ctrl G or Command G to group them and make this like maybe 30% larger. You can select this link to make the height and width change to the same time. If this is on link, you need to set it manually to make them same. So after everything is done, let's export it here, file export, or you can also press. In Mac, you can use Command E to export. Here I will select PNG, because with the PNG it will not contain the white background, January 14. So export, keep everything default, because to be honest, I don't know what's the setting. Just to make them default. So in the address, in the place I have the PNG, and we'll just drag it into my Photoshop. So here you can see without the background, it's transparent, difficult to see. So we will create here, we will create a solid color adjustment, make it black. Okay, zoom out, and here I need to press Ctrl H to hide these guidelines. Ctrl H, and then drag the layer up so I can see it. So actually, it's easy to for the image. Now we need an image, right? So in my case, I go to the, because this is personal usage, so I'm not too worried about the copyright. So I went to the interest dot and find some image I like. In my case, I have already downloaded which I need. Let's go back to Photoshop. Ctrl G or Command G to duplicate this layer. And what I need to do next is select the selection tool. We need to select this area, because I want to put an image inside. So let's just select it. It can be a little bit larger, because after all we will cut it off. Now after select, click this one, add a mask. So the mask is kind of, you will see. So after we get mask, first let's put this image. So as you can see, it's quite large, right? Make it a little bit smaller. I think we need to rotate it. So here you will find the angle. We can change it to 90 degrees. Actually, 90 work. I think maybe minus 90, because yeah, this will do. Just to confirm it. And here, remember the mask we have. Just drag the mask in, drag it up with this picture. In that case, it will be, the mask will only affect the image, and then click the link to separate, so we can adjust this picture. And again, press V so you can drag this, and we can again press Command T or Ctrl T, so we can bring out this dialog and to drag it. Maybe something around here. It totally depends on you. The reason we need to unlink this is because if you don't If you don't unlink them, as you can see, whatever I do, the place will be, image will be removed, not in that place. So the point of having the mask is to limit the area, so I can drag whatever I want for the image. And so the rest I will do it fast forward, because I'm pretty sure you will not, you might not.
I've got to add the clipping mask to adjust the color a little bit, but might not have too much difference since we are going to print it out in CorelDraw.
Basically here we have it, and if you want to adjust the image, you can just click Command T to left right, use arrow key left right, or zoom in, zoom out. And if you are not satisfied with the mask, for example here, I think I can get it done, but if you are not satisfied with some part of the image, like this one, here clearly we have some problem here. You can click the mask here, and we use M button, select this area, and to fill it with black background. For background, it's actually Command, and after you select the mask, Command press Delete. So it will fill the mask with white to show this area, and if you, it will be cut off again. So what next? After this is done, we need to unselect this one to make the eye off. So remove the background. So because again we need to export it to PNG file. PNG file. And for these two line copy, I will also just delete or make them show out. And then save it. Control Shift and to save it as PNG, because we need to bring it back to edit. Let's make it PS14 PNG. So, okay, so now we have it. We have this one. We have this one PS14, right? Let's open our CorelDraw and then drag the PNG back. So here we have it. The size should be the same, and after that, just select this one, and then select this one. Hold Shift, select both of them, and then press C and E to make them overlap. In Mac, it will be Shift C and Shift E. So as you can see, this is almost not bad. Not perfect, but not bad. If I put here, if I put the object up, put the line up, you can see, so we can see it better. I will just put this one above this, so we can see the line here. So basically that's it. We can print it out. Let's group them, and I think the image we can put two of them, right? 90 degree. Yeah, we can put, actually we can put two of them. Control C, Command G. So then basically that's it. The rest is add mark, print it out, and then cut. So let's see then the result.